Do you know what? Whenever I'm on the way to you, I always consider reading horoscopes of both mine and yours, so I can guess what mood you might be in.
Really? That's why?
I'm like, oh, let's check my horoscope and Joel's to see.
I just hope he's in a
see
good
where
mood.
we're both in. See if he's in a terrible mood today.
Yeah.
But today, I actually forgot to do the horoscopes because I was watching a YouTube channel of a washed up pop artist.
Pop star who's now started YouTube.
Crazy, but I always say to you, Joel, like, whatever happened to like, it is an obsession, isn't it?
We love that. We love, like, my favourite is Katie Price as a UK reality TV star.
Yeah.
Kind of washed up now, like, she only earns money really from reality TV shows.
Yeah.
And she started a YouTube channel, and I love her. I say washed up in the nicest possible way, like it happens to all of us.
Had our heyday.
We've had our heyday. But she's now started a YouTube channel, is seeing loads of subscribers and everything, and I'm so happy for her, because I'm like, finally you can like be in control of your own reality TV show on your channel rather than relying on like ITV or BBC.
Good for her,
Good
I
for
think.
her, good for you, Katie.
And do you know what's also like, sorry this is so UK niche, but her ex-husband, Peter Andre, absolutely loved the guy.
Yeah.
So I, you know, love everyone Greek Cypriot, like, as you do. But he's recently started his, and I think it might be off the back of his ex-wife's success.
Yeah, because he's seen that she's done it, and he's like, oh,
wow, this could be a bit of passive income for me. But what's really interesting is that he's got a new partner now, and obviously he's got his kids from his marriage with her, and then he's also got, well, his wife that he's with now has children, and the editor of their channel blurs out the kids of her marriage,
every
frame, which takes forever to keyframe.
There are 24 frames in 1 second of footage.
So the editor blurs out the kids of her, but keeps his kids, because they're on the internet anyway, Junior and Princess.
Their names
and they're great, but I just find it such a strange vlog to watch. Like, I watched a vlog of them playing in the snow, but some of the kids are just a blurred face.
Yeah,
may as well just be a big emoji.
Just don't film them.
Yeah.
Yeah, a big emoji would be funny.
Like, what if I had a child one day and I just put a big emoji over all the pics?
Yeah, do it.
Do you reckon?
If you want.
I don't know.
Doesn't Melanie Murphy do that?
Good for her.
Yeah.
Good. I don't want to shade anyone. I know the internet can be a really scary place.
Yeah.
People are worried about safety, consent. A baby doesn't ever sign up for YouTube, so why should they be subject to all of that?
Yeah.
But I've tried to ask myself, like, what are my thoughts on this? But I can't come to anything, and I feel like I'm only seeing what other people do, and I'm like, where does it sit with me?
One YouTuber who I think explained it interestingly, her boundaries, Louise Sprinkler Glitter, is that she was like...
She doesn't like to be called that anymore.
Sorry, Louise.
It's actually just Louise Pentland.
It's not Sprinkler Glitter.
Please, can you honestly
sorry.
just don't call her that
Don't cancel
anymore?
me. I didn't mean to mislabel her.
Okay.
Okay, Louise Pentland.
Yeah.
She's grown up now. She said, it was a really interesting point where I think she was like, I'm happy to film my child when they're a baby and growing up, because like, how can you really make fun of a baby? Whereas like, as soon as her eldest child, Darcy, got a little bit older, started to have a personality, she was like, I feel uncomfortable filming her because people can pick apart her as a human being and be like, her personality, she's this, she's that.
Okay.
So she's more likely to film her younger child at the moment.
Okay.
But then when that younger child grows up a bit more, she sort of eases back. I mean, I think that's what she said, and she might have changed her view now. But I was like, that's interesting, yeah, because what can haters say about a baby? They could just say, oh, your baby's ugly, in which case you're like, that's not true.
I don't actually think it was any of that occurred to me. I think from what I've read, it's more to do with like disgusting people on the internet, dark web, what they think of your children. Are they having,
what are they doing?
It's, you know, it's horrible, it's disgusting, and it's unacceptable, and I just think, like, when I read about that, and like safety, revealing the real name, finding out what school they go to, like all of it's just so scary. And imagine you're the only one responsible for that, like you're holding a camera. I don't know.
It'd be interesting to talk to family, because we've got friends who are family vloggers.
Yeah.
So I wonder what their opinion is, because they're obviously, well, they might be worried about it, but they're not worried to the extent where they don't film their children.
Yeah, and I don't think fear, I don't think all of what I've just said has come from a place of fear. Fear. And that shouldn't hold us back from doing anything in life. And we shouldn't think about the minority of people that might be disgusting and sick. We should think about like, oh my gosh, sharing this with the community that care about me and have been watching forever. But it's genuinely, I don't know one day, if I'm blessed enough to have children, what I would do. I don't know what I'll do. I don't feel like putting a big strawberry over their face.
No.
I just think it's a bit ridiculous. I'd rather just not have them in the content. But like you said in one of your recent videos, it's quite hard to hide your life.
Yeah, you can't really.
Imagine you trying to hide Ava.
You can't.
She's just there.
You would have to like
How would
be
you do
very
it?
contained and like only film in one room at one time. Like you can't vlog your life and I don't know. And it makes the hiding things makes people more obsessed with it as well.
Yeah.
Like the more you hide your address, the more people want to find it, and the more you hide like the fact that my brother doesn't really want to be in videos, but he sort of scuttles around in the background. The more people want to know what he looks like, and it's like
you've experienced all of that with just people.
Yeah,
in
the more
your
you hide
life.
your sexuality, the more people want to know. Like so, almost in a way, sharing more makes people go, "Oh, okay, I don't care anymore."
Do you know what's really interesting? That someone said to me, like, so is Joel gay then? And I was like, well, did you not see his video a year ago? And they were like, but he didn't say I'm gay in that video. And I was like, oh, that's a really good point.
It's a good point.
And you addressed that in another video.
Recently, So I've addressed it now.
It's just like you said in the video, like it doesn't need a label.
Yeah.
It's just like, you were like, that was my state of mind then.
And that wasn't the point of that video, The point wasn't to talk about my sexuality, it was just to say, look, I've got a boyfriend. Which I don't anymore. I did. So I saw a video with Graham Stefan, who's like my favourite financial YouTuber. He's like American, and he reacted to Trisha Paytas's tour of her new mansion, and she started the video by saying,
obviously it should go without saying, please don't show up to my house or my gate. We're in gated community, we're double gated. Please don't show up. We have security cameras. Even if you're like a viewer, please don't show up. I feel like that should go without saying, please do not show up to my house.
But he just stopped the video and was like, why did you even feel the need to say that? Because I feel like as soon as you say that, it then makes people want to find out. As soon as you take something away from someone or like, it makes them want to do it. So I understand on one half, because like all the time people's addresses get leaked, like my last address was, and I've already seen that some people are like, I know the area you live.
What,
so you can't hide
one?
it, And I'm like, how? I've been really careful. Although there was one time I got a message from someone being like, by the way, I could see an envelope in the background with the address on, and I was like,
no.
So I quickly like blurred it.
Oh my gosh.
It just happens. But yeah, I understand not drawing attention to it. So people that put emojis over their babies' faces, it's like,
I'm more keen now. I'm like zooming in to the corner of the emoji to see if I can see a little bit of the baby's face.
It's just like, just don't upload the photo then.
Yeah, just take a different photo.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm being really mean about it, but I still am a bit like, where do I sit with all of this?
Yeah. Because that is something that one of us or both of us might have to deal with one day.
Exactly. I mean, I would never be like, Joel, Ava can't consent, but Ava's a dog.
Ava's a dog.
But then one day Ava's never gonna resent you for including her, but one day a child might be like, I really resent you, you used me for views, and everything, all the money you've made should be mine.
Yeah.
And you're like, it was all for you. It was all for you.
That's the thing, most family vloggers that I know they're putting money aside for the kids, so you'd think they'd be grateful.
I think so, and that's just the line, isn't it? It's like, okay, do they realise how privileged they are to have that audience, and do they go, okay, if it wasn't for this audience and for all these people being interested in their lives as family vloggers, they wouldn't have the money to do all the stuff, all the amazing things that they go and do. I'm sure they are probably very grateful, but you can ruin a relationship with said child. And I think, imagine if you were the kid of a family vlogger and age 7 they ask you for your oh baby Joel, not baby actually, Joel, do you want to carry on being in it or not? Like, you're 7.
Or she'd just be like, yeah,
I love it. I don't even think I'd be able to make that decision until like 16.
Yeah, but I'd love to hear the experiences from the people that we know that are family vloggers, because they clearly don't have an issue with it.
Yeah.
And I know sort of all the reasons why it would be bad, but why are the reasons that it would be good? Why are they confident that their child is going to be okay with it?
Like, if your child, okay, I've just had a flashback. You and I were at an event and we met quite a famous American family channel.
Yeah.
And were they telling us, or had we noticed that certain child in thumbnail was the favourite? And that child gets more clicks, and that child, imagine having children that you love equally, but knowing that one child is is the performing monkey. I just think the whole dynamic, it opens up this huge kind of like, I'm uncomfortable hearing those stories, and I'm like, I just don't know.
So what do you think you'll do if you have a child?
Well, Joel, I'm actually building a second revenue stream in property. No, I don't know. I think, well, I'll put it this way, Joel. I've got like, what, 30,000 subscribers on my channel. Like,
so
it's not a big deal. I can't exactly be like, oh my gosh, my child's safety. Like, it's a small channel. I'm not like Victoria Beckham, but I don't want to be seen as a diva, being like, their safety, their protection. Like, the reality is that there really is not that many eyes. but is it about the how many people, or is it about the principle? That's what I'm trying to think.
And all
about.
It takes is one weirdo. That's the thing. No matter
I thought
how
you were going to be like, all it takes is one video to blow up.
One video. Well, you would then start to attract a different audience, maybe like a yummy mummy audience.
I don't know, I have a high amount of males watching, so I don't know if they'd be very interested in a child. I don't know. Remember when, I don't know, Lucy was telling me as soon as Will put a ring on it, people just unfollowed her.
Really?
Yeah. She was like, I had so many people unfollow me, and I was like, that's hilarious, that's good, weed them out.
Yeah.
They're not following you because they're like, I'd be a potential boyfriend. Like, come on. Like,
do you know what I found really funny is that on our joint channel, on this channel, we've always been celebrated by our like management and things for having an equal split of men and women watching it. It's about 50% male female. They're like, that never happens.
Oh my gosh, your channel's so unique.
That's amazing. It's so unique.
Yeah.
Because normally you have more of one than the other. And it's so funny you're saying majority male because mine's majority female. And
did I say majority male or lots of males?
You said
I'm at about 45% male.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Guys, sorry.
Then this point is invalid.
No,
so.
go and say it. Imagine I had 90% males. Go and
well,
say
it doesn't. No, because I was going to say it's funny because I thought our audience was sort of equally interested. Like we're just an equal gender type channel, whatever.
Yeah.
But then clearly, like the women like me and the men like you.
I mean, that's so funny. It reminds me of being in a restaurant and then like a fit waiter comes in and we're like, does he like me or you?
Yeah, I know. It's like me or you.
Me or you?
Straight?
Yours or mine? I'm joking. We've never.
Well,
done
then no.
Inappropriate.
That's true.
We've never done.
But we are a bit like. We did it yesterday on the walk with me, you, and Christy.
Oh yeah.
And we were like, what do you think?
Who's
okay,
gonna...
we think he fancies Christy.
Go.
Christy,
you asked for the table.
You asked.
That's a good seat.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, Joel, I don't know what I would do. Do you know what you would do?
No, because I don't even know what I want from life. Yeah. I feel like I wouldn't overthink it, and I feel like you can only judge if they are your children, and you need to be the solo judge of it. Because I can know that some kids, are they too young to consent, but ultimately you can tell if the kid enjoys it.
And like lots of personalities change, don't they? Like Ash was a really hyper child, and now he's more reserved.
Yeah.
I could have a child that's like really shy. I'd be like, God, I really don't want to put them on camera. And then they get older and they go, why didn't you put me on camera?
Yeah.
This could have helped me.
I know, exactly. You can't win.
You can't win. So let us know your thoughts in the comments, guys, because I've genuinely gone through this in my head many times. I'm just like, even though it's far away. Also, intrigue. That's Lucy in the background.
There we are. Cooking her lunch.
Yeah, so it probably makes you guys even more interested.
Yeah, don't look at her. I'm going to blur her out.
Do not reveal the address. We've got memberships as well, haven't we, Joel?
Yeah, memberships. If you want to become a member, we do members only videos, or you can get early access to videos as well. So check that out.
Yes.
And subscribe. We've got 2 separate channels as well. If you're a man and you want to follow Leah, go. If you're a woman and you want to follow me, follow me.
If you want to follow me until I'm eventually taken, I am taken. Alright, guys. See you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.